Kendra, can you hear anything?
Just one question.
The court. I feel like we just go to anybody else. That's all they want. Yeah, I would say the same thing.
Kendra, can you hear anything?
I hear a little bit.
Okay.
How confident you as soon as possible. As soon as possible.
Yeah, the coaching staff. Learn that, get more comfortable, learn how to play with each other. More comfortability amongst everyone. And last question to Brad.
Yes. Hi, ladies. Hi, Coach Brad from WS Nation. My question is for Coach. Can you speak to what you saw in Laddie's gameplay tonight coming off the bench, to what she does, and what role are you expecting her to?
Okay, Chicken said he could barely hear.
Okay, Chicken said he can barely hear.
Figure it out next time.
Figure it out next time.
Got an echo coming in, buddy.
It probably was headphones. They probably just didn't have them up high enough. No telling. But yeah, man, we took it on the chin to the Aces.
Yeah, man. Listen, that's the Aces, the veteran team. Getting in Jewel Lord. I mean, Jackie. Listen, they came in humming as a veteran team. Like I said before, I know I had the Wings winning this game, but you gotta respect the back-to-back two-time champions, the Vegas Aces, especially when they got Asia Wilson, probably the best player in basketball, when she's right. And they took us to us. The first quarter was awesome. Wings won the first quarter 25-23, but that second quarter was horrible. Getting outscored 32-11 in that second quarter. That was pretty much the game right there. The Aces turned up the defense, like Chicken said. Turnovers were a problem. The Aces forcing the Wings into 19 of them. Of those bad boys. That resulted in 23 points. For the Aces, and that's pretty much the game. The Wings did have a good third quarter. The first and third quarters were great. They scoring 25 and 27, but the second and fourth quarters only putting in 11 and 15. Pretty much, the fourth quarter was young players and players that trying to fight for a position, but only putting up 15 in the fourth and then 11, which led to where it led 112-78. Like I said, when the starters were out there for the Aces, they pretty much dominated. But as we look into the other stats, Paige Becker's her first game as a wing, only putting up 10 points in this game. Just 1 assist, had 4 rebounds though, and 4 of 7 from the field. She was 2 of 3 from 3. Just need to be more aggressive, shooting more, but it's the first game. Not gonna hold anything against her. Enrique just basically just trying to get into the motion of the game. It's 5 points in this game for her in 22 minutes. But yeah, man. Isaiah James. She was the player of the game. She's my BFW player of the game.
Look at that.
That goes
James
to Isaiah James. Was a +9. She had 10 points although, but man, she came on. She really led that comeback late in the second with the second team with her shooting and just offensive capability. She's a walking bucket in that game, man. Went to the free throw line, was 2 of 4 from 3, 3 of 8 from the field. But man, I liked her energy. She's gonna work well with what coach wants to do, and that's running and gunning. It looked like to me, Walt, that this team was at its best when it was no center on the floor, and that felt bad for Tierra, who I caught her a couple of times, but she didn't make an attempt to either go back on the other side of defense off the turnover. I was like, good grief, man, you gotta make an effort. It's not the same. It's not Coach T in there. It's a new coach. You got to make an effort. At least him to get back on defense.
I told you earlier. You was asking. You said something about somebody getting cut. I was like, I'm afraid of a certain veteran who might be getting cut around here.
I don't know. That the end of the third was bad. Was a bad look because she did not get back on defense. It was like, why am I even out here? But she finished up with just 3 points. She didn't have any rebounds, so that's case in point. It is 1 assist in this game, 1 turnover. She was a -26 in this game for Tierra McCowan. DJ, she had 6 points. She was a -26 in this game. She had 4 turnovers in this game also. You got to get that under control. But she was 4 of 4 from the free throw line. 0 of 1 from 3. She was 1 of 3 from the field overall 16 minutes of play. Alyssa Smith, she had no points. She had no points in this game. She had 8 points. She had 8 points in this game.
I was getting ready to say, see, I don't like that.
She had 8 points in this game. She had a block, had an assist, had 3 rebounds in this game. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 0 of 1 from 3, 3 of 6 from the field overall in this game. Melissa Hines Allen, just only played 11 minutes. She was a -1, had no points. She did have 2 turnovers, had 5 assists in this game, 3 of 3. She had 3 rebounds also in this game. She didn't tip the shot in this game. Maddie, your girl, she took 10 shots, man. She was jacking them up. She was 5 of 10 from the field, but damn it, boy, she was 1 of 5 from 3.
Oh, come on, Maddie.
She was jacking
it's all right.
She was a -5. She had 11 points in this game. She also had 1 assist, 2 boards in this game also. JJ Quinley, she was balling in that fourth quarter. She was 7 of 10 from the field. She really came on, especially in that fourth quarter. 2 or 3 from the free throw line. She had 2 assists, 2 boards in this game. Had 16 points. She was the lead scorer for the Wings. Also had 2 steals. Also in this game. Kyle Charles, 2 of 5 from the field in 14 minutes of play. She was 2 of 2 from 3. She had 4 rebounds in this game, but she had 4 turnovers. Like I said, a lot of turnovers. She had 6 points. She was a -6. Joyner Holmes, 8 minutes in this game. She was 0 of 2 from the field. She was a -25, had no points. She had 1 rebound in this game. Arnett Vole. Is that how you pronounce it? Is it Vole? Sounds German. Dated a German girl.
Good luck.
Didn't go well. She had 9 minutes in this game. She was I'll tell you when the show is over.
But it must end well because you can't pronounce that girl's name, so.
Yeah, that was some part of it. And she wanted me to move to Germany. I said, hell no. But she was a whole one from the field. She had one rebound in this game. She was a -12. Madison Scott played 6 minutes. Just had a block in this game, no points. Maya Yamamoto, is that anything? Yamamoto? Maya Yamamoto, 5 minutes in this game. She hit a 3. Got the bench all riled up. I guess.
Yeah, I've been seeing her in practice.
Yeah, she was a -11. Finished with 3 points. She had 3. She also had 3 turnovers. No assist in this game. Makia Herbert played 3 minutes in this game. She was a -10. Only had an assist. Mackenzie Forbes, of 2 from the field. She was a -10. Had 1 block in this game. And Luisa Gesselor, she didn't play in this game. Gets coach's decision in this game. That's for the Dallas Wings. For the Las Vegas Aces, Jackie Young, man, played almost 30 minutes in this game. She was 6 of 14 from the field, 3 of 8 from 3. She went to the free throw line. She went to the free throw line 13 times, man. 13 of 13 for the. That's all her points came from. She had 28 of them. She was a plus 36. She had 3 steals, 9 assists. Also had 5 boards in this game. Asia Wilson, nice in 21 minutes of play, 7 of 17 from the field. She was 1 of 4 from 3. She was 4 of 5 from the free throw line. She had 7 boards, 3 assists in this game. Had 2 blocks. It had 19 points in 25 minutes of play. Kia Stokes, 20 minutes of play. She was 1 of 2 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. That was what it was. 1 of 2 from the free throw line. She had 5 boards, 3 assists in this game. Had a steal and a block. She was a plus 15. Had 4 points. Jewel Lloyd, the former Seattle. Well, she probably happy she's out of Seattle. She was a plus 7. She had 10. We won't go into those unless what wants to go into. She had 10 points. She had 1 steal in this game. She had 2 assists, 1 board. She was 3 of 7 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3. Chelsea Gray, the point guard, except for her knees, 6 of 9 from the field.
Like those knees were working today. They was working.
It was until she got that steal, had to sprint over 50 feet on the court. Dude, she kind of got locked up a little bit. But she was 1 of 3 from 3, 6 of 9 from the field overall. She had 3 rebounds in this game, had 3 assists. Also, she also had 3 steals in this game. She was plus 22, had 13 points. Kirsten Bell, 10 minutes in this game. She had 3 rebounds, 1 assist. It was a plus 6 in this game. Also had a block. Tiffany Mitchell was a minus 1 in this game. She had 1 turnover, 4 of 6 from the field. She had 10 points. She's also 2 of 2 from 3. Aaliyah, 9, 6 of 11 from the field, 5 of 8 from 3. She was shooting that thing. 2 assists. She had 2 steals, 1 block in this game. She was a plus 23, had 17 points. She also had 1 rebound. Crystal Bradford, 12 minutes in this game. She was 1 of 4 from the field. She also had 8 boards in this game, 1 assist, 2 steals. She also had 2 points. She was a plus 8. Deja Kelly, 4 or 5 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3. She was 1 of 1 from the free throw line. She had an assist in this game. She finished with 9 points. She was a plus 7. Elizabeth Catiel, 5 minutes. She had 2 turnovers and just 2 turnovers. She was a -1, no points. And Queen Egabo was 1 minute. She was 0 of 1 from the field. She had 1 assist in this game. Also had 2 rebounds. Was a plus 8. And a girl, Harmony Turner, 5 minutes. She was 0 of 4, 0 of 2 from the field. She was 0 of 1 from 3. That was an air ball, unfortunately. She also had 2 offensive boards in this game. She did have 2 steals and an assist. She was a plus 15. Didn't finish up with any points, but that's her first game. Harmony Turner getting it done. Hopefully for the Aces. for this season and years to come. And Walt, that's your stats and facts.
Yeah, we are on standby for her father, Rock T, right now.
Of the game. Oh, I know what I'm talking about. I must be in preseason mode. We ain't done with the stats and facts. Let's get to the team stats right here. Let's get to the team stats right here. All right. For the points in the paint, Dallas had 30 to Vegas is 24. Fast break points, Dallas also led that 11-9. Biggest lead though, the Aces had a 34-point lead. The Wings did have 4-point lead this game. Bench points, that was advantage Dallas 46-38.
Here's a good question right here, Kendrick. Who your favorite Wing player besides Paige? For me, it's Maddie.
Oh, but we know it's Maddie for you.
I think Kendrick's gonna go with Isaiah James right now.
Yeah, Isaiah James showed me something, man. Anybody can say Enrique. It ain't Tierra. I don't know if she gonna be on the team when she's hustling out there. Isaiah James, man, she's a walking bucket. She's fun to watch, man.
Why can't it be Tierra?
Come on, man. She
why
like
can't
she
it be Tierra?
She looked like she didn't want to be out there. she said she ran up the court 3 or 4 times. She said, "I had enough of this." but it looked like she didn't want. She looked like she didn't want to play that. But Isaiah, man, she listen. That second quarter, she showed you the full arsenal. Getting to the bucket, shooting the minis. I like the exception of her, those couple downs she had to Maddie, showed her vision. She's gonna be great coming off the bench, getting scoring for the Wings. So she's a walking bucket. So I really do enjoy. I was talking to Walt, we watched the game. I'm enjoying seeing her play. I mean, the flow of which how she plays the game, the ease for her to get her shot anywhere she wants to. It's gonna be nothing but a great help for the Wings. Listen, you got two first round picks on this in this past draft that you're playing. It was awesome to see.
Well, only the women can bring this guy out right here. Only the women can do it. Join us live right now from the 817. He's head coach on Twitter.
I want to convince Tierra to run.
Oh, you think he convinced Tierra to run? I don't think he can do this. Why? That's been 2 years in the making, but join us live right now. Antonio Marcian. Maybe he got some advice for him. My God.
How we doing, guys?
Hey, well, we're trying to figure out how we get Tierra to run down the court.
Tierra McGowan.
Yeah, we're still trying to figure out. You look good. She lost some weight. She's in good shape.
Tell her that the club 5 a.m. is still open, and watch how fast she gets down there.
Wow.
Sorry, Tierra. We love you. Huh?
That's the only way she can get out down there.
Hey, look. If 5 a.m. is still open, boy, that ass is moving, boy. I'm telling you, in more ways than one. Trust me.
She running about never mind. The Chicago Sky done turned it up now. I was gonna say she running about as good as Brazil running out here against the Sky right now.
Yeah. They kind of say, "Hey man, you know this is Brazil, right? Y'all know y'all shouldn't be. They shouldn't be tied with y'all, right? But yeah, 45-19 the score on Chicago, leading Brazil. That thing pretty much over.
Voss, did you find Ion? Did you find the Ion channel or what happened? Oh,
unfortunately, my service carrier, aka AT&T Uverse, does not carry Ion anymore.
Yeah, we've
been Ion used to be that thing.
Local cable subscribers.
You ain't missing much. You ain't missing much because boy, the HD looks like standard edition, like standard definition.
Can I give a quick update? I just got a text message from one of the friends of the show.
Yeah.
So this goes back outside of basketball, but as we look at the Stanley Cup playoffs, I'm watching the St. Louis Blues versus the Winnipeg Jets. Pretty much the Winnipeg Jets had the best record in the NHL this year. I'm sorry, the most points in the NHL this year, and they were a big threat to what the Dallas Stars were doing. And right now, dude, the St. Louis Blues are giving Winnipeg everything they want. They just scored another goal while I was talking, and now it's 5-1 St. Louis Blues. Hopefully, willing to push a game 7. And of course, we know the Stars will be here tomorrow at the AAC for game 7. And so you got 2 teams I'm sorry, you got 4 teams that are willing to go game 7s, and whoever wins game 7 will play each other in the next round. So, I mean, to be in the first round and to see 2 game 7s, man, this is amazing and incredible.
Yeah, it looks like the Stars are going to be going to game 7, right?
The game 7 tomorrow at 7:00. Puck drop 7:00. So yeah, we'll see. Luckily and thankfully,
are you going to be in the AAC for that one too?
No, I won't be. I'll be working tomorrow at a concert up in Oklahoma, aka Windstar Hotel Casino.
Oh man, that's nice.
You know, he loves to perform in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Who's that? Who?
Charlie Wilson.
Yeah, he loves other things.
Oh yeah, well yeah, he's coming too. And
yeah,
I think I'll be there for that one too. I think it's in August, not sure though.
Yeah, I heard you love other things.
But get your tickets fast, and if you get tickets, come look for me. I'm pretty sure I'll be there at the Lucas Oil Arena for Uncle Charlie. But no, man, this St. Louis game. I mean, I was just talking to Chicken the other day, our guy, Brian Sweet Press, and we were just talking about
the comments right now.
Yeah, we were just talking about like how I was telling him that, man, I really don't know the St. Louis Blues. I know all about Winnipeg and how good they are, how good they are on 3 levels: defense, offense, special teams, and of course goalie as well. And I mean, they score in bunches, but in this series, St. Louis is giving them everything that they want. And then when you flip and you look at the Stars, how in the hell the Stars in game 7 when they had a chance to close that thing out yesterday, had a lead, and then still couldn't win the game. But at the same time, you give credit to their opponent, because the opponent is shooting lights out. And when I say shooting lights out, it's like they're putting up shots on goal like 30 or 45 to like 12 for the Stars. The Stars they're just good at like getting goals, even though their shots on goal is pretty below average. The Stars are good shooters and good scorers. So yeah, man, bro, there's nothing like playoff hockey. I love baseball playoffs, basketball playoffs, of course the NFL, and there's nothing like the NHL when it comes to the playoffs. These dudes get dirty and nasty, bro.
Were you up there banging on the glass the other night? Box, couldn't tell.
I was at game 5, but I was sitting in the same section that my Maverick tickets are. So section 123 on the south entrance, the victory entrance, and I was sitting there as I usually do during Stars and the Mavs game. But if I'm not at the bar, but no, man, for a Stars game in the building, it's not like a Mavericks game where in basketball you gotta wait till the 4th quarter, for everything to ramp up. In hockey, you never know when a goal is gonna be scored or some shit is gonna pop off or break out. And so, man, I was glued into this game, locked into that game. And so, yeah, man, the Stars got it done in game 5, but I mean, here we are again, game 7. So, like, man, hockey playoff. I said it again. There's nothing like playoff hockey, and there's nothing like a game 7 in the NHL.
I can believe it.
Right.
I can believe it.
But back to the Wings, though. Sorry about that.
We needed that.
Quick update. Houston, picking playoff. Houston trying to force a game 7 themselves. Houston leading Golden State 30-25 early in the 2nd quarter. That's game 6.
Who do we? I'm sorry. Who do we have in that Golden State series? Who do we have and who do we want?
Well, I would like Golden State.
I think the viewers and I think the NBA would love that too. Houston is kind of young, minus Fred VanVleet, but Houston is very young, and I think that Houston has time.
We want to see Timberwolves versus Golden State in the next round.
I think that. Oh, can I rant real quick about Anthony Edwards?
Yeah, go ahead. You
Oh my God.
you talking about the best player in the NBA right now? Go ahead.
The self-proclaimed self-pros.
Hold on,
Go ahead.
what did you just say?
Yeah, the best player in the NBA right now.
You
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Bob. You both smoking from the same stash. Because both of y'all giving this dude lifetime achievement award.
Yeah, we got
me.
No.
Me?
No, not Vosh. I mean Perk. My bad. I said Perk. You and Walton Perk giving this dude a lifetime.
I mean, you gotta show a guy respect. A guy who goes and beats you in your hometown and then goes to walk the streets and talks more trash. I mean, you gotta love that. You gotta respect that.
You set him for a foul when he get put out in the second round. You set him up for a real foul. Keep that same energy when he get put out in the second round. Go ahead.
Look
Bob.
out, Steph. You could be next.
And okay, so we already know Anthony Edwards he's gonna get big years, he's gonna talk, but he's also, I'll give it to him, he's also one of the faces of the NBA. And I mean, that's saying a lot because his talent and his skill is so impressive, dude. The dude is so impressive. But when he starts popping off at the mouth, then it's like, why? Just let your game, like let your game speak for you, because he has so much talent. And I'm sitting there going, why is he taking the victory lap and throwing his own parade in LA, walking around the Staples Center?
That's how we do it.
With security. Because if you didn't have security, it'd be a different story. You walking around LA with a diamond formation. You got dude in the front, two dudes on the wing. You got, it's almost like a 2-3 format or a 1-3-1. How the security detail was having, angling in, but Ed was still popping off.
Yeah.
And then
he know eventually the DBs go. All roads lead to that monster up north to us, and the real best player in the league. Go and smash because they smashing everybody up there at OKC. So
you talking about those frauds?
Bro.
The who?
Stop.
The who?
Those frauds?
Man. I don't know what he talking about. Stop. them dudes smashing guys by 50. So
come on, man. Stop it, man. They play. Who did they play? They played the Memphis Grizzlies without John Morant. Stop that. Come on, man.
What do you mean?
Hold on. The same Memphis that blew out your boy Anthony Davis up by 20 and made him so bad.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Something hurt.
Don't do that. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
I am doing it.
No, can't do that.
So much.
Do not do that.
So much. He knew AD knew it was over. So he said, "How can I get my ass up out this game?" My knee. My calf.
Oh my gosh, that was so funny to me. You take a three and then you grab your knee, but we killed Luka Doncic for being quote unquote out of shape. That's so funny to me. Anthony Davis gets hurt, but Luka Doncic is out of shape. Anthony Davis gets hurt all the time, but Luka Doncic is out of shape.
You last night, I mean, my lord.
So much.
Anthony Davis gets hurt a lot, but Luka is out of shape. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis told John Morant, "I'm gonna be here." He couldn't even make
Damn, that's shame.
Well, hold on one second because we got the post game interview from this is Paige Beckers, Isaiah James, and Coach CK right here, real quick.
Recording in progress.
Okay, we are joined by Coach Class, Isaiah James, and Paige Beckers. We'll open up to questions in person, and then we'll move to the Zoom.
Adam Embry with ESPN. Paige, what was just this day like emotionally, kind of going through it? And then obviously, Dave, you've been in a lot of big games. What was it just like being out there again?
Yeah, it's super surreal in terms of the turnaround from where I was 2 weeks ago to where I am today. But just soaking it up, enjoying every moment, getting used to new routines, traditions, new teammates, new organization, and just excited to play basketball again with this new group and continue to grow and get better every single day.
I know it's just one game, but in terms of a difference, do you notice much of a difference? Obviously, playing with this level of player out there versus the college game.
Yeah, the pace, the flow of the game, the talent level, of course. We're playing, especially against the Aces, against like 5 Olympian level players, and just a great team and organization. And yeah, I would say that.
Go ahead. This is also for Paige. Did you expect to get this kind of ovation from a Notre Dame crowd, or did you bring all those people from your home state?
Well, it wasn't UConn playing Notre Dame, so you expect a little bit different energy from the crowd. But just this environment, I thought it was a great idea to come back and have preseason games at college campuses. So hopefully we can get one at UConn.
Kurt Mello, Associated Press. This is also for Paige. Could you talk about how you prepared to transition to the WNBA, especially looking back at some of the experiences of other number 1 selections?
Honestly, there was not a lot of time to prepare. And like I said, in terms of the turnaround from season to season, but just leaning on what's gotten me here, and continue to build off that, get ready for the physical level of play, try to stay as well conditioned as I could, but also getting a break and rest between last season and this upcoming season. So just leaning on all those things.
Did the WNBA or the Wings talk to you about how to handle just that line between basketball and celebrity, given that you're number 1 in the world?
I don't see myself as a celebrity at all. Just a basketball player.
But did you get any advice on just how to approach the season?
I mean, we talk amongst players. Me and coach talk just about staying present and being where your feet are. And that's all we're really focused on.
Christian Conway, Winsider. Isaiah, this first question's for you. You played with so much confidence today. Did you know that you were going to go out there and play like that, or did you just kind of get into the flow of the game?
You know, coach always emphasized just being ready when your number called, and when my number was called, you know, I was ready. I was ready to feel the fire. You know, I'm a rookie, so it's my job to keep the momentum when I'm coming off the bench.
Did you notice any difference of pace between the college level and then the WNBA level?
Definitely, it's definitely a fast pace, but you know, just taking time, you know, being where I'm at, and you know, learning from my vets and my coaches, and you know, allowing myself to control myself, and you know, being able to keep up with the pace.
Thank you.
For Coach, just what were some of your overall takeaways from the game, and just what are some things you can maybe build on with a week of practices ahead?
Yeah, again, that was our start. That was our start, and it's just the start. So lots of new pieces working together, playing together for the first time. Again, it's our 5th day. So I thought we saw a little zone. We had to prep for that. I thought what hurt us too was just the ball turnovers, because those live balls, those steals, now when you're in transition, it's really tough to be able to match up and get your defense set. So you saw us kind of out there. It looked like we were lost, but a lot of it was off of steals, live ball turnovers. So it's hard to get matched up and get people guarded. So you know, if we could clean it up a little bit and take care of the ball better and make simpler plays, I think that'll help.
And then you tried some small ball lineups. Obviously, as you guys are just testing different lineups, just what were some of your impressions of how those look today, and what excites you about the potential of those?
Yeah, again, I love our roster's versatility and just an ability to play different ways based on how the game is flowing, on our personnel, opponent's personnel. So it was good. Again, and that's the balance with these preseason games, right? It's trying to figure out lineups, trying to figure out combinations, all while giving them time to grow and feel what it's like to play together, all while giving other people opportunities to make a team. So there's a lot going on right now.
Go over to the Zoom with Dorothy.
Hi, Coach. Can you guys hear me?
Yep, we got you.
Okay. Coach, question for you, Coach, and a question for Isaiah. Coach, talk about what you saw out of JJ on today, and for Isaiah, what part of your game are you most proud of today, and what do you want to work to improve for the next game?
Yeah, I thought first with Isaiah, I thought she came in ready. She was a spark off the bench right away and fearless. And so I love that. Just playing with an edge, like she belongs here because she does. And then JJ the same, right? JJ came in fearless, right? You look out there, she's tiny, but she plays way bigger, right? Her ability to impact the ball, and then you saw when she's got the ball in her hand, she can get anywhere on the floor, right? She was really good just getting to spots and put a lot of pressure on the defense, dominating the paint, and unafraid to attack the rim at her height. So I was impressed with the pressure that she put on the rim.
Just with my game today, I feel like we on all three levels, hitting the three, trying to attack kill, seeing open mans on the cuts, things I can work on, just, fighting over those screens and being more physical and, just getting to that point.
Go to Rob.
Thank you. I have one question for Paige and one for Isaiah. For Paige, you need to reflect on your first WNBA game on the court. You looked like you were finding your groove out there, and how is that adjustment for you, not only with the pace, but also just relying on what's made you succeed on the basketball court? And for Isaiah, I saw that you and Maddie were developing great chemistry out there, so how would you describe the experience of gelling with your teammates in this preseason matchup versus a training camp environment?
Yeah, I mean, like Coach talked about, this is just a start, and you want to continue to build off that, but in terms of today, I thought, like Isaiah was talking about, like screen navigation on defense is a place where I want to improve. We want to improve as a team, so continue to grow on that. And then just also, like Coach talked about, limiting live ball turnovers and getting better matchups on transition defense. So in terms of like places and areas we need to grow, I think those are the areas.
Definitely my vets make me comfortable, so I feel like when I go out there, I can trust everybody on the court, and they can trust me on the court. So, just Maddie cuts all the time, so just keep looking for her and just, passing it to her, it was good today.
We'll go to Jim Conley.
Hi, Paige. My question is for Paige. Paige, congrats on the debut there tonight. Looking ahead to the new season, do you feel any weight of expectation on your shoulders after coming off this year's draft class, coming off an all-star draft class the year before with Caitlin, Reese, Cameron? Do you feel a weight of expectation on your shoulders to live up, to continue?
They're a lot more physical, so screen navigation was definitely something that was different in college.
Wait, Marcus, go ahead.
Just one question for Isaiah and Paige. The Wings have a lot of great talented guards, that's like you guys have alluded to. Have you guys drawn to one fan in particular so far these first couple days of camp at home?
I feel like it's not just one, it's all our bets. All our bets help us every day, on and off the court. I feel like we can just go to anybody on that's organized.
Yeah, I would say the same thing as I said.
Christos, go ahead.
Hello, you're doing well. Next question for you in a game with different speed compared.
All right, so that was Paige, Isaiah, and Coach CK there. Kendrick, he talked about the Isaiah to Maddie combination that we kept seeing tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we saw it, man. Look, yeah. We saw a lot of it. They had a little chemistry. Hopefully that's from how they going in practice, because they both are on the second team, so they're gonna be they're basic teammates in practice. Probably going up against the starters when they're going on the individual reps. But yeah, I like to see what I say Isaiah. She's got a, like I said, she's got a flow to her game. Her and Maddie has some chemistry. You like to see that, but it's gonna take some time. Like we talked about. I think Voss wasn't here yet, but like you and me talked about when the post game started, it's gonna take some time. This is a very new basketball team. It's a new basketball team. It's basically like three or four players basically from the last roster. When you're playing against a team over in Vegas, was a veteran team. That mostly all their players are back except for one or two additions. So it's gonna take some time for them to get some repetitions in. That's what training camps for us, for practice is for. but it was some spots, including Isaiah and Maddie, where you said, I like how that looks going forward. How they've developed a little chemistry between those two. And like I said, they talked about on the broadcast. Once you have that, this team, I think offensively, especially when they go small, gonna be a real dynamo. How they be able to push the pace. I think that's gonna be the best basketball going for. No strays at Tierra. Don't you think you need to run? But that small ball lineup probably gonna be the best ball lineup this season.
Yeah, but did you hear what she said? She said, yeah, Maddie is always cutting. And I'm thinking this is a credit to Vosh. Vosh went and watched Athletes Unlimited last year when it was here. You know, I told you Maddie won the championship this year in Athletes Unlimited. And I feel like that's really helped her game because, like I said, she was averaging 24 points in Athletes Unlimited this year.
You said, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Maddie is not the same Maddie. Maddie's been stepping up her game.
Yeah, it's all about
Maddie's one of those players, and I've actually talked to her exclusively about this. But she likes for everything to develop in front of her and take her time. And she's never in a rush. Maddie is never in a rush. She knows her role with whatever basketball team she plays on. One time she told me that she just likes to see the floor, and then whenever the ball comes to her, then she's ready for it, and then she'll either score, in the paint, or she'll score outside in the corner for three. Maddie's one of those players that she reminds me of a Tony Kukoc back in the '90s with the Bulls and Jordan. For those that were here back then, and Kukoc's role was basically to be an oversized facilitator that can shoot the three. If that makes any sense. So you're tall, you can shoot over everybody, you can shoot the three, you can score the ball, you can rebound. And for the last 4 or 5 WNBA seasons, she's basically been trying to get her footing. And I think that the AU Athletes Unlimited tournament helped her last year. This year, I think that her parents had a great, a great thing with that. And she's been patient. And so the Wings are going to see a much improved version of Maddie, bro. And I think that she deserves it. She deserves the minutes. The minutes. She needs the minutes, and she deserves the minutes on the court. I think that like Arike will find her. Will be able to find her. Paige is one of those point guards that will be able to find her. Paige too has to be a facilitator because now she has somebody that's basically a better scorer than her. She has on her team. Paige Beckers has the WNBA version of Luka Doncic on her team, and
That's a really good comparison.
see Walt just laugh.
No, I'm saying that's a really good comparison. Ball touch their hands, it's going up.
Okay, so Arike's game is basically like Luka. She can score. She can score in bunches. She can score at will. She's a quicker player. She's cerebral. Get to the rim. She can shoot a three. And so everybody has to play at her pace. And so to draft a person like Paige and to come here and say, hey, you must compliment Arike, then Paige is now going, well, damn, I dominated at UConn for the last 5 or 6 years. Okay, so let me come into the pros and adhere to Arike's game. And I think Paige gets it. And so thank you to the Wings for drafting her because I personally wanted Olivia Miles, but Olivia Miles wanted, she wanted to stay in college basketball,
right down
and
the
that's
street,
cool.
Raj. You go see her. You still go see her. She's right down the
You
street.
gonna see it? Tell you what, you right down the street.
And I will. But on for the Wings, they got a good one because Paige can now say, hey, well, I dominated, but I too must be a person that's now the number 2. Because Arike is the second best. I'm sorry, the second highest paid player in the WNBA right now, or top 5 or whatever. And so that is Arike's team. It's still Arike's team. I compare her to Luca. And it's the same thing. When Kyrie got to the Mavericks, Kyrie and Luca had to come together and be like, well, which one of us? And then Kyrie said, hey, Luca, you got it. And so Enrique, this is her team. And I think Paige will get it. Paige will understand how the flow of the game is when it comes to Enrique. Sometimes Enrique may be off and she may check out. Paige, that's your turn. Jalen Brunson was that same thing. Jalen, that's your turn. And so now it's time to build around them. I think Maddie is a good person to be to help them out, if that makes any sense.
Well, the plays I was watching in practice, they're finding ways to get Maddie open to shoot threes.
Yeah. Kukoc. Jordan, Pippen, and Kukoc. That's kind of what that reminds me of.
Listen,
minus the titles.
When you got that kind of, like you said, we talked about in the pregame, you got that type of ball handling and playmaking with 3 or 4 people on the team. I mean, let's just admit to it. Last season, it was basically maybe one Satu and Enrique, and then that was it as far as playmaking, and that was it. Now it's more playmaking on his team, so it's gonna be more open shots for Maddie and Dejanay and Alyssa. And all they gotta do is just hit the shots because you got
Alyssa to come on with it.
You got Isaiah, you got Paige, you got Enrique, you got multiple ball handlers who can create shots, not just for themselves, but for somebody else. So it's gonna be a wide open, fast break. It just got ladies got to be open, be on the cue to knock down the shots. If they do that, it's gonna be a good season. If they can't, it's gonna be a struggle season. But the playmaking is going to be there on the floor, for the wings.
Asia being Asia, I see. Yeah. Jackie Young still being Jackie Young, bro. The Aces. So man, can we talk about the Aces for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
Finish.
So before you get on, I said their season. Listen, with Jewel Lloyd and Jackie, I mean that's a dynamic, but their season is going to depend on is Kelsey Gray's legs going to be able to hold up. If they hold up, they can win the championship. But if she starts breaking down like she did last season with her legs, then that could be a first round exit when they're in the playoffs. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, well, Jewel Lloyd will be fine. She don't have anybody bullying her on the team anymore. Go ahead, Bosh.
Boy, y'all should. Hey, Walt, that's funny you said that because yesterday on Twitter, boy, I had all those Skylar Diggins fans coming at me. I'm trying to tell y'all.
I knew you couldn't help yourself. I knew you just couldn't help yourself. You had to let it. You couldn't help it.
What you mean? Of course not, bro. Listen. Skylar Diggins is running people off, and I hope for you, Seattle Storm people, and just enjoy her, and good luck, Godspeed to y'all. So, like, to some real basketball, the Aces, bro. The Aces are amazing in how they build the team, how they coach the team. I think that, well, for one, they probably will be looking for a head coach in the next 6 months because I think that the Spurs are going to plug Becky Hammond from them real quick. Because Greg Popovich just
they promoted the head coach, the interim coach. He's the head coach.
Interim.
Yeah, but they made him the head coach officially.
Okay, but Becky Hammond will still get a look. I mean, it's still not decided. He may get 1 year. Becky Hammond will get a look for head coach for the same time.
When you go around here, coaches don't last long. I mean, you can get one year and done. Mike Boo knows
get a year. He'll get a year. Look.
Damn, Steph is amazing. So speaking about the Aces, if Becky stays for a year, right? She already has the chemistry going. They lost Chelsea. They lost Chelsea Plum. Okay, excuse me. They lost Kelsey Plum to the Sparks in the off season, and I think they like adding Jewel Lloyd. That helps you so much because now she's a scorer and she can take away the double teams that Chelsea may get, the double teams that Asia may get. We just saw in the Olympics how important she was, how important Asia was, how important the dearly departed Kelsey was, and of course how important everybody is to this whole mix. But the Aces keep cranking out greatness, and the league is still run by the Aces. I'm sorry that they didn't win a championship last year, but that's funny because Chelsea Gray was hurt, and I think with a healthy Chelsea Gray, and of course Asia Wilson being there. Then you got Jewel Lloyd. Then you got the highest paid player in the game, Jackie Young, and then the Hayes girl, Tiffany Hayes. So like they're still the Aces. They're still the most beatable team in the W. I just hope that the Wings grow here. I don't care where else you grow. If you grow here and understand what you lost to tonight, you lost to a champion, right? Right? Cool. Paige got some learning. Enrique already knew how good the Aces are. So it's a test by fire. You know what I'm saying? Like you actually throw Paige into the fire, which is amazing. It's not baseball.
These open shots Maddie's is getting right now.
Yeah, I see it. And so the Wings can keep up. The Wings can beat Connecticut this year. The Wings can be like the Mercury this year. The Wings can actually get into the playoffs and make a lot of noise. Health is one thing. Enrique, and I'm sorry to say it, Enrique probably won't stay healthy all year. But if she does, and there's another person, Paige Beckers.
Right.
If both of those people can stay healthy, now we got something. Now we have a pretty much a potential playoff team. And so, yeah, I love what the Wings are doing, but I also love what the Aces are doing too. Going back to ground zero and saying, hey, we're the fucking Aces. We get it. We're still champions in this thing. Now the league is still pretty tough, but yeah.
To your point, me and Kendrick was understanding tonight that our small lineup was where we got the most points at tonight.
It's a fact.
We're small is when we had our most dominant run.
Yeah, listen. The Wings don't have. Just say they don't have an elite big on the team. I mean, right now, so their best lineup has to, I feel, be their small line where they can just run and gun, kick out for open threes, put in many playmakers. Now you give up size when you play teams like the Aces who have Asia Wilson, Fee. You give up size that way, so it's going to be a give and take. But their best lineup, looking at now, things can change. It may depend on the matchup. They look more comfortable when they had four guards out there in the listen, out there just running and gunning, spreading the floor, kicking out for threes. And it look like they play defense a little better, more of a scramble type mode. But like you said,
everybody can run back. Everybody on the team can run back down the court when it's a small ball lineup. No shots at anybody.
Well, it is what it is. But like to your point, Walt, health is going to be a key. Health is going to be key to every team. But if this team can stay healthy, yeah, they're a playoff contender. I think they get in the playoffs. If this team can stay healthy because all the playmaking they have at various positions on the floor. But like I said, it's gonna be a growing experience early in the season for the Wings because this is a new team. We just talked about a few minutes ago. Except for about 3 players, everybody on his team is new, so they got to learn how to play together. And they don't have a lot of time. He's got one more preseason game. I think that's on the what is that? That's on the 12th or something. Next preseason game, the 12th or the 9th. I don't know, but. And then the season starts.
Oh, you talking about the Wings? So no, they play next Saturday night at College Park. They playing a team the Sky is playing like a Brazil type team or something like that.
Yeah, okay, that's the 10th. So so you got another game on the 10th, preseason game, and plus you got your preseason, your training camp, and then you get it kicked off against Minnesota. Like I said, I don't expect them to be a team just catching teams off early in the season because it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time for Paige to get adjusted to the league. Remember, she's going to play a lot of basketball. She talked about it in the post game, coming from basically from a national championship back now playing basketball again. That's not a time to get your body healed up. So
hey, who's number 11?
That's JJ Quinley.
Yeah, she had.
Yeah,
I'm surprised you didn't give her. Surprised you didn't give her your BFB player of the game.
I couldn't because you said that number 11 like she made it last year that long, so I was kind of like, you said that. You said that she was getting good. And you said, yeah, man, you said that because she got schooled by Jewel Lord. I said Jewel Lord has schooled a lot of people. You want to cut her for that? But,
I said that. All I said was that's a quick way to get yourself cut. That's all I said.
Well, come on, man. Well, if that's the case, she done cut a whole bunch of people. But I hope these people cut. But back to the Wings. Like I said, it's gonna take some time because this is basically a new basketball team, new coaching scheme, new everything. So I expect them not to catch the world on fire. But as the season goes on, I kind of think they're gonna be like Tovash, like Indiana last season, where they kind of struggle early, and then when we get close to the All-Star break, they kind of find their footing, and then once we get past the All-Star break, I mean, boom, we up and going, and we making that late push for a playoff spot.
I don't know what this guy's talking about. We're going 44-0. I don't see a loss on that schedule. I looked at it.
Listen,
I saw
man.
nothing but easy work the whole time.
Whatever purple haze you got rolling up in there, stay off it, man, before you start cutting somebody's heads.
I saw the easiest schedule in the world. Easy work.
Yeah, okay.
When I looked at that schedule, I mean, really, you're gonna putting us up against the Lynx and on opening night. I mean, come on, man. On Ion TV too. Come on, man.
I don't know. You may want to get off Ion. I mean,
Ion show up in time for the Ion crowd, man.
Ion channel so hazy, man. You want to fall asleep, man. It's like some ASMR going on over there, man.
Come on,
announcers
WNBA. WNBA, listen. TNT is wide open. They don't have the NBA anymore. Find out how is that Unrivaled can strike a deal with TNT, but you can't, WNBA. WNBA, get on TNT. Get on Turner.
So much you didn't miss much. Ion was so bad, but I was ready to get on channel 29. Quick, boy. Get on channel 29. If we get on channel 29 real quick.
boy, channel Tejana can't get here fast enough. My Lord.
Okay.
Good God.
All right.
I'm in here messing with the settings on the TV like something wrong with the TV.
Yeah,
I'm in here turn up the brightness and all that stuff.
Listen, man, I'm watching that. The thing was dingy. I mean, how you got an HD channel and it's dingy? That's what I'm saying.
Come on, man.
I just bought a new TV. All right, I just bought a new TV last week. I said something wrong with it. I need to take it back. I do got a 3-year warranty on it.
I got to take the TV back already.
I just put a 3-year warranty on it. I was saying, do I need to take this back? I said, nah. I changed the channel, put it on another channel. I said, it's working just fine. It's just the channel he got this games on. It look crappy. But anyway,
man, for to take his TV down and take it back. God dog it. I can do better.
Tobias, while we still talk, Tobias, you talked about this team being a playoff team. I agree. What is the ceiling you think this team can reach this coming season?
Well, if you think about it, if you look at it like they just expanded to 2 more teams, right? Am I right? We got one out west, the Valkyrie, and then of course the Tempo.
Next year it's supposed to be Toronto and what was it? Toronto. What teams they say it was Toronto and who else? Portland. Next season.
So the Valkyrie is the only team this year, right?
Right.
So now what was it? 13 teams?
In the WNBA finals is 7 games this going forward.
Sure.
Yeah, so we got 13 teams here this year, so that means that it must be either a play-in game or something weird like that. Yes, I do see. I really think that the Wings can get into the playoffs. Can they win the series? It just depends on health and wealth. Because whichever team can make a move, you know, not just the offseason, but if you can make a move during the regular season, if you can get smart with coaching, if coaching can evolve really quick, if lead players can dominate their positions really quick, Paige, Enrique, Tierra, Maddie, people like that. If they can, and this is the big if because we also got Miss Carrington, and I think that Carrington is the same person as Sophie Cunningham. They for some reason they remind me of each other,
Yeah,
and
I can see that. I can see that.
yeah. So like Carrington, it was like DJ gives a damn on defense. We all know that defense is a wanted thing and not really a warranted thing. If she cares about defense, if she can score a little bit, if the bench can help you, and of course, if Paige can give you more than what Enrique can give you, or equally, then yes, we got something cooking. And it's gonna be a fun thing because now we're just sitting back going, hey, Wings fans, we finally got a franchise player and another franchise player. You got two franchise players, one that can pass the torch to the other one, and now GMs you can build. And so yeah, for this particular year, let's try to do it. Let's try to at least put it into the atmosphere. Hey, the Wings are here now. The Wings can't be messed around with. And so yeah, I mean the talent is there. So it's now on those girls to go out and execute and hopefully fulfill Walt's prophecy of 44-0.
Well, and the thing, being in practice a couple days, I've noticed that
Come on, boss. Do not encourage you.
that
Do not encourage you.
CK's offense is predicated on when you give the ball up, you move around and run to another spot. It's not just give the ball up and stand around. Like he wants you to cut and move once you pass the ball up to somebody.
So he's basically saying he doesn't want the ball to stick, and he doesn't want five. He doesn't want five out. He wants a motion offense, and he wants the girls to move around like what like Steph does with Golden State. He doesn't want the ball to stick and have James Harden cross you over 5-6 times, or have Luca cross you over 5 or 6 times. Bring the ball up, and everybody sit in the corner. So you got two dudes in that corner, and then two dudes in that corner, and then you want the point guard to walk it up and be able to step back and create a play. Now he doesn't want that. That's more in basketball. The ball sticks there. Carmelo did it with the Knicks, so it's not just Luka and James Harden. But he wants people to move and play pretty basketball. So yeah, he wants to get everybody involved and everybody to go like this.
It seems like he wants the ball to touch everybody's hands before it goes in the basket. At least.
Yeah. So sorry, counterclockwise. He wants everybody because everybody's right-handed. It's a right-handed league in the right-handed world. So he wants everybody to go counterclockwise and get to the rim counterclockwise. And so yeah, I totally understand that. And maybe Tierra can develop a game if she watches Asia enough. Can develop a game to where she's taking free throw type jumpers, free throw style jumpers, and have people like Maddie get rebounds down low, or a smaller guard to get rebounds down low because there's mismatches.
Did Tierra even take an attempt at a shot tonight?
I don't know, but like I said, I said Tierra should have her best year because she's got two. If you look at Isaiah, she got 3 elite ball handlers in the pick and roll. Should make life easy for her to get easy buckets. You got somebody like Paige Beckers, you got when you got Enrique, you got Isaiah. They should be able to make life easy for her. It's just her moving, being active, being engaged. She wasn't engaged tonight. It's all up to her. If the ball is literally in her court, she can be a big time double big in the league, or she can find herself watching a lot of ball games and they go small. It's totally up to her. But if she's engaged, and it's just the first preseason game, it's a new coaching staff. We don't know what's going on, but if she's engaged, she should have one hell of a year. When you got somebody like Paige Beckers, you got also Enrique, you got some Isaiah, sitting up there breaking down defense on a pick and roll with her. It should be easy to roll to the basket and get easy baskets over and over again and dominate. We seen her last season on a few games where she dominated games and that led to Wings victories. And if she does that, if she's engaged on offense and defensive end, it should make this team a way more better than it actually could be.
Well, that's what, and his offense is predicating like Maddie is getting wide open shots. I mean, like wide open. Like, they're not even like there's not even a defender by her when she's getting the ball to shoot threes. She just missed. That's all. But she's getting wide open shots, and she'll knock those down. It's gonna be a game where Maddie's gonna go crazy stupid.
Ben could build a new about 20 more seats over there in Notre Dame Stadium.
Stop it, man. Maddie gonna have a game where she
get 20 more seats over there in Notre Dame Stadium.
Threes one night. You better put some respect on man name. Maddie got the Big East all-time scorer.
Maddie can build 20,000 more seats over at Notre Dame Stadium for the Irish play, man. Get ready for football season.
Maddie had 34 and 19 in a game one time. 34 points and 19 rebounds. Put some respect on Maddie's name.
Did she have it today?
She's one of those players. She's one of those players that, I mean, the Wings will go with her game. Right. Like if she scores, the Wings are definitely should be winning. It's almost like how the Mavs were with Josh Howard. Remember how like if Josh Howard and Winnipeg scores a goal, it's 5-2 right now. In game number 6 versus St. Louis. But Maddie she would probably have one of those Josh Howard type roles on the team. If Josh Howard scores 20 with the Mavericks, then the Mavericks win. And like all she has to do is touch the basketball. So like Maddie she has a shot ready. She worked on it for the last 3 years. She's developed her shot. And I mean, I love it. I love it because she's one of those players to where I think that like if you look at how she plays the game, she's a big trapped into a small forward's body, or you can flip it. She's a small with a big body, right? And like I'm like, well, damn, let's go, because you can't run a big out there. Imagine the Mercury or wherever. What's our girl name used to be here last year? Brown. Imagine Brown trying to Kaylani. Imagine Kaylani trying to close out on Maddie. Right.
No.
So now you got to bring your big body to the 3-point line, and then Maddie going, well, I'm more skilled than that. I'm just gonna put it on the deck and get to the rim. There's gonna be a lot of those games. Even Asia. If Asia has to account for Maddie on the court, then who else is gonna be able to cover Maddie, because Asia is now occupied with somebody else. Asia is now occupied with Tierra. And so now Maddie all she has to do is shoot the basketball and hope it goes in. That's going to be her game. And if she makes shots, the Wings will win games.
True. All right. So Rock T just said he had, they still got some stuff going on. I think he's there with Harmony in Vegas. So he said he might have to reschedule, which is fine because next Saturday we'll be in the arena. And I think I'm already told we will have Maddie on next Saturday.
Right, Maddie.
Yeah, we got Maddie on.
And I'm asking a question about that construction she was doing up in South Bend, Indiana.
You will not ask my player about anything like that.
Why you getting so sensitive, man?
Yeah, you will not ask my player about it. And I'm gonna see if we can get Captain Kurt to hop on in the pregame.
Oh, work.
Captain Kurt.
Yeah, Kurt Miller.
Oh, coach.
Cap.
Yeah, Captain Kurt. That's what we call him, Captain Kurt.
A general manager.
Yeah. Captain. Man, rip this team now from to the studs, as Kendrick said, to the studs. No pun intended, and got us and bought all these ballers in here. We got
Kurt got a lot of work. Kurt got a lot of work to do, but yeah, thank you for doing something that GB couldn't do, and that's understand that you're not. We didn't come to see you, Otis. But back to you.
Oh man, you're right. This team, he's coming here and do something in 1 year what Bibb couldn't do in what 4, 5 or 5.
It seems like 15 years.
I mean, damn. In 1 year, he's gotten certified ballers. We've let countless talent after countless talent walk out of here.
Like I said, I like the team. I like where it's going. Just take some time. Maybe a little struggles early on in the season, but I think this thing gonna get once it start get going. Once Paige started getting comfortable, and they talked about this during the game. Once Paige and Enrique start getting comfortable with each other, mixing in a little Isaiah, and that playmaking that the Wings have with their guards are going to be elite. I expect them to do a lot of 3-guard lineups this year, and that thing's going to be awesome. Now they maybe give up some size, but offensively that's going to be a dynamo.
Yeah, I just think Nalissa needs to come on with it.
Come on, man. She just got here, man. She just got here.
Well, there's a lot of white on white crime going on in hockey right now, and I'm just sit back, just amazed by this. This is amazing, bro. Like these two teams are like sitting there just fighting each other. Like, look at this. This is incredible.
You love nothing more.
You can't win the game, win the fight.
Yeah.
I mean, dudes are just throwing their elbows at each other's faces. It's stupid. 5-2 right now, St. Louis Blues in Game 6 over the Winnipeg Jets. Whoever wins this series goes on to play the Dallas Stars. Or, I would say,
no, you said it right. They're gonna play the Dallas Stars. Ain't no or.
The other team.
We win in game 7.
Play tomorrow.
Okay. Let me tell you something. If the Dallas Stars don't win Game 7, it's gonna be. It should and will be some changes going on.
Coaching wise, maybe, yeah.
Chicken was telling me that the coach might get fired. They lost that game a couple nights ago.
You cannot, as much money they don't put into that big trade, you cannot go out in the first round. No, sir. That dog not gonna hunt.
Yeah, you can't be like JJ Redick and then call your star player fat and out of shape and still survive.
I will say this: the Stars did make a couple of moves that, I mean, they're trying to get Jamie a championship, Sagan a championship, and going out making those moves and seeing. I was watching the game yesterday and I was just tweeting about it. Like, the Stars ain't nothing like what we got here in the Metroplex. The Stars ain't got nothing. I mean, like, they're so equipped offensively, it's stupid. Their defensive guys can score the puck. And it's like, dude, this team is loaded from like the first line to like the last line. From defensive guys that can put the puck into the net. And of course you got your two goalies, Smith and of course Ottinger. But like, I'm like, damn, dude, if you really lose this series to Colorado, which in the last like 3 or 4 years you've beaten them. I just didn't want to draw Colorado this quickly. But the Stars have been looking at Colorado for a minute now.
Me and Chicken was agreement. He agrees. If you turn around and lose the first round series, how this team look there's something got to be changing in that coaching staff, that front office. Somebody got to go. That's a step back.
Chicken was saying if they lose this game, then he was in fear that coach was going to get fired.
Yeah, but that's something got to go.
I would look more so. Just watching the Stars pretty much all 82 this year, I think. Just watching and keeping up with them and seeing how effective they are at scoring the puck, and then seeing how other teams can just like dominate you physically and getting to the rim or basically getting to the net and shooting more shots on goal than anybody else. And they've had this problem since 2020 when they pretty much got to the Stanley Cup final in the bubble. The Stars are not really gonna shoot and shoot. But whenever they shoot, they score. So like the team, for some reason, is more effective than anybody else. Their efficiency is quality, but they don't really put shots on goal more than their opponents, and it's mind-boggling because they're smaller. Jamie Benn may be a bigger size dude. 95, maybe a bigger size dude. Number 6, bigger size dude. And then there are a few others, but you got to rent it. You actually traded Stankoven for 96, and it's like, well, because Stankoven is a smaller dude who pretty much got punked on the ice, and then he goes over there and he scores 2 goals in his playoff debut. And you're like, well, damn, did we make the right move? Yes, you did, because Ranson in '96 is a bigger body, is a better hockey player overall, and will still give you, still give you the offense that you need, but he'll still give you that big body on the end. The Stars have got to get more physical because right now in this first round, these dudes are getting checked against the boards. And then you look at every other team in the NHL, and they're all bigger. They're all bigger. Rope hits, bigger dude, but he stays hurt. Miro Heiskanen, bigger dude, but look at it, stays hurt. So like, bro, they can score. And just imagine this, y'all. If the Stars could either keep up with shots on goal with the opponents, I said it last night in the tweet, they would average 8 goals a game. But that's not the way hockey goes, like Ron Washington used to say. That's not the way baseball goes.
Well, speaking of somebody need to go. I called for a job last week.
Say that again.
I called. God dog. They might not never get out this inning. They might not ever. They got
the Rangers.
They got bored on pitching. He done a pitch. They may not get out this inning. It's now 13 and it's now 13-0. Top of the night.
Yeah.
That's
what was that? The guy Kenny talking about fire Bruce Bochy. I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
They may not get out this inning. They got out this inning. They got out there. 13-0. Oh, Mariners.
They're lucky. They're lucky that they won that championship. So that just, that pretty much just,
they got one hit. They got one hit this game.
That'll freeze you up from like people coming at you because the media is World Series fed, and now you still got 2 or 3 seasons to play with not winning a championship. And saying, hey, at least we're still putting Corey Seager out on the field and Josh Young out on the field and people like that. So, I mean, you like this year, if they don't hit, because they have damn good pitching, if they don't hit this year, then next year we're going, where's the manager? Because the manager may lose. I'm sorry, the manager may leave. And then now what? Now we got a whole dismantle of the ballpark. And so, we got to see if they can hit the baseball this year, because if they don't, then we got problems in Arlington. But, I mean, and going back to the Stars in NHL, dude, if you can't score goals and be physical, then you may as well just say, hey, playoffs, we don't want to play in you. So, we'll see what Game 7 look like tomorrow.
All right, go Stars. The season is most definitely on the line.
Season definitely on the line.
Literally figuratively on the line.
All right, so looks like we'll be back next Saturday. When the I can't remember what team it is, okay, but so I was told that the Wings are going to have media day on Wednesday, practice Sunday, and then media day on Wednesday, and then I guess they play again on Saturday against this one team.
Okay, should be a win. I forgot. I don't know. What it is.
Somebody. Okay, look. Somebody just got hit in the head with a puck, dude, and she's being escorted out of the building right now. A Blues fan got hit with the puck that's going to Ray in the stands. So keep your head in the swivel, y'all. She got hit, dude. She's like getting escorted out right now. The TNT cameras just showed her getting, pretty much.
A fan got hit with a puck?
A fan did, yeah.
Oh no. That's like old boy falling at that Padres game the other night. From the
that's a little different.
No, I'm saying like that's on their level, because now we got somebody getting hit with a puck, and now we got somebody falling out the stands. Like, what are we doing?
I mean, that's why they got the screens up.
Oh, Brian Chicken says fans can get hit by pucks.
Yeah.
I don't know who the heck that is.
But how though? Is glass? Or they don't have glass on all?
Well, okay, so back in the day, quick hockey Listen, back in the day,
not hockey.
yeah, back in the
guys.
day, the glass
Yeah.
kind of wasn't there, and it was literally glass back then. Like even in the '90s, you could have broken the glass, and then they like pretty much changed it to plexiglass because uh, um, a slap shot coming at 95 could actually break the glass. And so like players were literally breaking the glass, missing the net, and hitting straight glass. And so like they were they had to go to plexiglass. And then they put netting up around so that the puck doesn't go every crazy angle into crowds. A little girl got killed at a hockey game a long time ago. And so they had to put up nets and curtains and everything else. And yeah, sometimes a puck can get, pretty much can go and find itself into the crowd. And it's ugly, y'all. It's ugly when it happens. And so I've seen it happen a lot of times at Stars games. Players catch, pucks or whatever, or fans catch the puck and, hey, look, I got a puck from Johnny Ben or whatever. But yeah, if that thing's in play and then it gets deflected and starts spinning into section 104, and you're like, look out, because now it's hot. Now it's just like a foul ball. And so yeah, keep your head on the swivel even at Stars games and hockey games near you. It's crazy.
Yes. All right, next Saturday, May 10th. Okay. The Dallas Wings play Team Toyota Antelopes. That's the team. Team
What?
Toyota Antelopes. That's
Team Toyota Antelope. Okay.
I'm looking at
Cheers to them.
I'm looking at their page. Team Toyota Antelopes that versus Dallas Wings. Game. Bob, you gonna like this?
Good Lord.
Well, you gonna like this? Game can be seen. Well, you're gonna be in the building, but game can be seen, guys, on KFAA. All right, so no Ion.
Ion, you couldn't get that game. Wait a minute, you mean to tell me you couldn't get that game on Ion?
Yeah, okay.
Ion didn't want to buy that game. They wanted to buy this game tonight, huh? Okay.
Team Toyota Cantaloupe, man, we in the building.
Exactly, Walt. So you telling me the KFAA? Well, I'm sorry. Time out. Tonight, KFAA has the Rangers, which is why the Wings game was moved to Ion.
Okay.
So next week, the Rangers probably won't play on KFAA or whatever channel that is, and the Wings will be there because they will be back on Rangers TV. Which, if you have AT&T Uverse, it's Texas Rangers channel 1752. If you have Direct TV, I think it's 677.
Yeah,
off the top of my head.
That's that cable Kendrick had to go search for Ion.
Yeah, 670. I had to find it. I didn't know where it was. I was literally saying,
Yeah.
okay, I know I got it. I just don't know where it is.
Hit the search button. Had to hit the search button and type it in.
I thought it was in the 9s. It was in the 3s.
Oh damn! I thought it was gonna be in the 6s. The way you was talking.
I was looking for. I was looking. Even Direct TV, even the kid channel.
Boy, Steph Curry is trying to get these Rockets out of here tonight.
So that'll be KFA Team Toyota Antelopes versus the Dallas Wings next Saturday. Tip off is at 7:00. She'll be a dub right here. She'll be a dub.
Is that the 9th?
No, it's the 10th. I'm sorry, March 10th.
The 10th.
Yeah, that'd be I'm about to schedule something around because that's my mom's birthday. I got a birthday party going on the 10th.
So that's also Mother's Day weekend. So the 11th is Mother's Day.
I'm gonna knock a Mother's Day gift out next Saturday and get a ticket.
Mother's Day is that Sunday.
Yeah, I want to see, can I get a Mother's Day? Can I knock a Mother's Day gift out and get a Mother's Day ticket for my mom?
I got two parties I got to do on the 10th and on the 11th. Good Lord.
Well, is there a way that you can get like another media pass? Because I may be free for that game.
I can do that.
Because I got some questions for no, I'm just kidding.
Man,
but no, I would love to be a media member in that game next week if that's possible.
Yeah, I'll apply for it. I gotta go to practice on Sunday. I'll ask Pam. She ain't gonna say no.
You got a question for Matt? How the hell she build 20,000 worth of seats in Notre Dame Stadium? that fast in the span of 2 hours.
Hey, put some respect on Maddie's name. I told you.
My
All-time scorer in the Big East.
My question would be, Maddie. Hey, Matt. Hey, the question is for Maddie. Right there, over here, Tobias, the handsome dude. Yeah.
You don't have to. You don't have to do that. She's gonna be sitting at the table with us.
She's gonna be sitting at the table with y'all.
She's sitting at the table with us.
At the table.
Yes.
I will ask her. My question would be, hey, your role. How do you view your role this season? Because I think that you put the work in. So how do you view your role upcoming this season and pretty much being a sleeper on the team and maybe a dark horse in the WNBA? Like type shit. And
Yeah,
so
no,
like hopefully she'll answer that.
That's a good question to ask her. That's a really good question to ask.
Mine was better. I think mine was better. You build.
Well, we won't. You won't even be. You won't even be there. You won't even be there. You jerk.
How the hell
you won't even be there. You jerk. You'll be at a party with your mom, so it won't even matter. You won't even be there.
How you build all them seats?
You won't even be there, so it won't matter. You jerk. So doesn't matter. What you say? We don't need you there anyway, mucking it up. Don't worry about it. All right, man. So we'll be back Saturday, but until then, keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the stars.
All right, where you back?
Always do his best for business. We're gonna see you around, and we'll see you around Saturday night. Where Kendrick won't be. Kendrick will be with his moms, and Tobias will be in the CPC.
Go Stars.
All right, go Stars.
I wish you guys nothing but best. The ceiling is the roof.